welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash. I am a makeup artist and a book lover, and today I am finally trying bellabeautebar with their newest palette, which is the Secret Garden. So this video is my first impressions. This is the look that I did. You'll get my thoughts as I play with the colors and my thoughts on everything. But I am going to quickly show swatches right now because I still have yet to swatch this fully. I swatched all the shimmers and they are so gorgeous. But I'm going to start at the top row and go across and show you all the swatches. It starts with Vintage, which is a very nice light shade, and it goes to Wonder, Gazebo, Hidden Door, Mahogany, Sunshower, Serenity, Peony, Damask, Flora, Water Lily, Butterfly, Daydream, Rose, Strawberry, Mist, Oasis, Thistle, Ivy, Deserted, Enchanted, Secrecy, Lock and Key, Imagine, and Escape. There is a beautiful array of colors. You got these really great bright and deep greens. You have these pops of pink. You also have a bunch of neutrals in here and some blues. So you can go super intense or you can do super natural. I will be creating a look where I am just doing a neutral, more natural look with this. But overall, like, this is such a unique, beautiful palette. I am pretty much obsessed with it. The shimmers in here seem to be the absolute standout, and I am just over the moon happy with these. I cannot wait to just play with this more and more. I will be doing another video where I do a couple more looks with this. It's either going to be 2 or 3. I'm leaning more towards 3 because I have several ideas on how to do this. There'll be additional looks also up on my Instagram and TikTok eventually. I'm trying to go through and like use a bunch of palettes, but I really want to play with this over on there and create something a little bit different than what I would do on YouTube. But I am super impressed with this so far, and I can't wait to see what other looks I can create from this. So without any further ado, let's just get into my full first impressions of trying this and this brand for the first time. I am so beyond excited to play with this palette, mainly because, as I will probably say in the intro, that this is my first time ever trying bellabeautebar. I've been wanting to try them for the longest time. All their palettes look so freaking beautiful, and this one just like called to me, and I was like, I need to have this. So I'm gonna be doing the first impressions with this. I will be doing the video later on, which I'll probably explain, where I'm gonna do more looks with this, but I just want like a first impression of this. I have swatched some of the shimmers, but I have not swatched any of the mattes at this point of me filming this. Obviously you're gonna see swatches in the beginning, but just from the shimmers that I swatched, this looks so beautiful. And there's a giant mirror, and I am so excited for this. Get you nice and close here. Have my water on standby with liquid IV because that is my preferred thing. I also have a link down below for Element. It's actually my husband's link. He drinks Element when he does his workouts, and he loves that. And it gives you like a free sample pack with your purchase or something like that. Check it out. But I personally prefer liquid IV, and specifically the strawberry one. Anyways, I'm going to be priming with my ABH Eye Primer. I do have all my base makeup done, so I'm not going to be too concerned about anything other than fallout. And then I have to finish my brows when I am done, but this is my favorite eye primer, as I have said in many videos at this point. I just need to shut up about it. I kind of have no idea what I want to do, but I know I want to play with the green since I'm wearing green. I didn't throw on any earrings yet, but I'll get to that eventually. So I'm going to play with some of the greens. The shimmers in here are so pretty. I hope when I do swatches it just does it justice, but like, I'm so excited for this. So I think I'm going to start with this shade here. This is Water Lily. I'm just going to take that on a Mother Pro brush and just see what these mattes are about, because I'm so impressed with the shimmers. This is a super light green, so it might not show up the greatest right now. I'm kind of just stamping that in. I do like to keep my eyeshadow base wet. I don't like to set it with anything other than the shadows that I'm putting on top. That's a pretty green. It's very light, but it's very pretty. This is a shade that would actually look really pretty on the inner corner. Also, if you hear birds again, I apologize. It is just my life right now. I'm gonna hop into this shade here called Thistle. This looks like a beautiful green, and I'm just gonna take that on another Moda Pro brush. I have 1,000 of these, it seems. So I'm going to stamp that. Ooh, that is very pigmented. It's like a bluey green. I'm not mad at it. That is such a beautiful color. I was worrying more about placement and then I'll start blending. No additional product, and I'm just going to start blending that towards the Water Lily shade. It's blending out like so seamlessly. I am super impressed with just these shadows so far. I kind of had a feeling that I was going to love bellabeautebar when I finally tried them, so I'm so happy that it's in my life right now. I don't really want to do something super crazy for this look because I am working tonight. I'm going to go back in with that first brush and dip back into Water Lily, and I'm going to just reblend right here and blend that slowly into that Thistle shade. And so far, with just those two mattes, I'm not seeing any fallout, which is great. And speaking of fallout, did anybody else watch the Amazon Fallout show? Never played the game. My brother played it a lot growing up, and then my husband played it also. Interesting game, show, phenomenal. I can't wait for season 2. I'm going to go in with this brush from Luxe Be Aesthetic. This is a little bit more tapered, a little bit more flat, but still fluffy for blending. And I'm going to dip into the shade down here, Lock and Key. It's a very beautiful deep green. And I'm going to just put this right on the outer edge. Not bringing that too high up, I just want a little bit of deepness right on the outer V of my eye. That blend into Thistle, so good. I'm getting, not really fallout, just my brush is like brushing color where it shouldn't go. It's fine, that happens to me all the time. It's not the palette, it is my technique. I'm loving how that's looking. I'm going to go in with more Lock and Key. And I'm going to start this on my lower lash line. Just not taking it all the way over, just on the bottom like third of my eye. And just circle that up and around. This is typically the sort of eyeshadow shape that I love to do. It's what I feel comfortable in. It's what I tend to do most often. I'm really liking how this is looking, and I can't wait to go in with those shimmers. I'm going to go back in with the brush I have with Thistle though, and I'm going to kind of focus this right underneath, just to help blend out that darker shade. But these shades are just blending so beautifully together, and like I am just obsessed with greens. I love green eyeshadow, everything. Just, yes, all the greens. I am thinking about putting a shimmer on my lower lash line here, but I want to put a matte down first and then a shimmer on top, and I kind of want to do a pop of color and maybe do, I'm kind of drawn to this shade here. I love pinks and greens together. I think it's just so pretty. It reminds me of like the Fairly Odd Parents. This is a Blend Bunny V4 brush, just a small brush, and going into that damask shade. I'm really just going to focus on the tip here and then stamping that right in there. Ooh, yes. That's such a pretty shade. Ooh, yes, I love that. Now to decide on the shimmers. I want to put Oasis here. I think I want that on my inner corner and maybe on my brow bone. And I think for my lid, I'm going to go in with Imagine and Butterfly. And I think on my inner lower lash line, I will go in, ooh, I don't know, one of these pink shades. When I get to there, I'll decide. But we'll start with my inner corner and brow bone. This is just a flat brush from Morphe and going into that shade Oasis. This is more of like a chunkier kind of color. But ooh, that's so stunning. Like, it's chunky, but then you can like smear it out and like it's not as chunky. I am loving that color. I hope the camera is doing it justice. Now I am going to take some NYX glitter glue just because I want to prevent any sort of fallout that I might get. I'm not noticing any really with the mattes. Shimmers can be a different story. I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to kind of just place that all over the lid. I'm not going to like cut my crease or anything. I just really want a nice base for the shimmers. And I'm just going to go in with another flat brush. This one is super old, from BH Cosmetics. Like, I got this in like maybe, oh my god, 2014, maybe 2015. It's a really old brush. And I'm just gonna go in with the same brush and pick up Imagine. I am loving that. I'm gonna focus this more, I think, on the outer edge and kind of do maybe like a diagonal. That shimmer is so stunning. And I said butterflies, so I'm just gonna flip the brush over and go into that. This is more like a goldy color. Oh, but it is stunning. I love greens and golds together. I'm really just trying to blend these two together just to make it a little bit more seamless. Make sure I cover everywhere where I put that glue, primer, whatever you want to call it. Go back in with Imagine and just, ooh, those two together, magic. I feel like I'm not going to be able to capture this one. This is Deserted, which is this one here. You can kind of see like the shift in here. This one is so stunning. Just going to just over top. Oh yeah, all those together, stunning. And just go back in with a little bit more Imagine, just right on the outer edge. So I didn't want to go super intense for work. Super intense. Now I'm just going to go back in with that brush that had the pink shade. I'm going to pick up just what's left of my NYX Glitter Glue and just sweep that on the bottom, just kind of haphazardly. And I think I'm going to go in with a mix of Flora and Daydream and just kind of mesh those on the bottom. That sounds like a wonderful idea, and I'm just going to go in with that same brush and pick up Flora first, which is, oh, so pretty. Just placing that right on top. That is such a pretty pink. This one is a little bit more chunky, so I am experiencing a little bit of fallout, but I'm also just not being the most careful with placement. I'm in love. And same brush, pick up a little bit of Daydream and just kind of right over top. I'm gonna go down a little bit, almost like glitter tears. I can't believe it took me this long to try this brand because I am obsessed. I'm loving that. So I'm going back in with one of my first brushes with Thistle, and I'm just going to do a quick blend over here. Yeah, this is super intense makeup for a shift at a retail store. At this point, I'm going to leave this how it is because if I try to do anything more, it's just going to get more intense. So I'm going to probably do like a small wing just to hide my lash band, put something in my waterline, choose a lip, figure out my earrings, and I'll be back to show you the completed look. But spoiler alert, I love this so much. Alright, and here is the finished look. I absolutely love how this turned out. I feel so pretty in this. I love the greens, I love the shimmers. So real quick, I will go over what I did for the rest of my eyes. I did go in with the Teddy style lashes from Kiss. These are just really pretty simple lashes. I used the ABH Lash Sculpt Mascara. And then for my eyeliners, I went in with a few. In my waterline, I have the green from Elli Beauty. I believe this is the shade Fern. For the pink on the inner corner, I have Insomniac from Colourpop. And then for the wing, I have Elli Beauty Onyx Liquid Liner. And my lips are a combo of the Freck Nude Muse Lip Liner shade 2 and the Makeout Club Soft Blur lipstick in the shade Main Character. I line my lips with the liner and then I put this on, and I didn't really care for the color with this makeup, so I blotted it out with my sponge that had a little bit of concealer left on it, and it just left this nice soft color, and I am happy with that. I'm still trying to get my lighting right, so if the lighting changes throughout this, I apologize. But let's talk about the Secret Garden palette and my thoughts for this first look. I am so thoroughly impressed with this. I am kicking myself for not trying this brand sooner because it's so good. It is so good. Obviously, I use majority of the green mattes and those blended out perfectly fine. I am obsessed with it. The star of the show though are the shimmers. These shimmers are so gosh dang pretty. I'm speechless. Like, I didn't use it today, but the shade here, Secrecy, the camera is not doing it justice. It's like blue and purple with like rainbow sparkles in it. Stunning. And like Gazebo, Sunset Shower, and Serenity. Like, these are just so pretty. Like, I don't even think you're gonna see the shift in some of these, but oh, I just can't wait to play with this more. So I was debating on how many more looks I wanted to do a YouTube video with. I think I want to try to do 3 looks in one video with this palette. I want to try different combinations, try different eye looks, but I am so happy with this one, and I am just ecstatic that I finally tried this brand. But let me know if you've used this brand, what is your favorite palette that they've done, which is one that you think that I should absolutely try, because with this being my first one from this brand, I just want more now. This is gorgeous. Hopefully this lasts throughout the rest of the day. I will be wearing this until well after 10 o'clock tonight, but I will update in the description below how well this wears. But as of right now, I am so happy, and I cannot wait to play with this again. So I think that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of this look, what you think of this palette, and what sort of combinations of the shadows do you want me to do in my upcoming video. But yeah, I think that's it. If you want, you can follow me on my other socials. I'm artistryxashh everywhere, and if you want more book content, I am Ashley with 2h's.reads on TikTok and Instagram. But I hope you liked this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!